Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com.
May one be recite Kiddush with a child. And no, we are not referring to a child who has yet to reach the age of Bas Mitzvah, but to a child who is already above the age of Bas Mitzvah, was celebrated in public, Baruch Hashem. Everyone saw him get the Aliyah. He now joins Minyanim, does all the mitzvahs, puts on tefillin. Can you be recite Kiddush with such a child? To some, this may sound like a very strange question. We just stated that he's Bas Mitzvah. The girl or boy is obligated in all Torah mitzvahs. Why can't you be recite with them a mitzvah such as Kiddush? Isn't that why they become Bas Mitzvah? So now they can start taking the podium for the adults? So this question opens up a subject which is not well known to all, in regards to when in truth a Jewish child, boy or girl, becomes halachically and biblically obligated to perform the commands, the Torah and mitzvahs. Universally it's known as the Bas Mitzvah. But within the halachic literature we find a second condition that must be fulfilled for a child to be chayiv min Torah and mitzvahs, in addition to the age factor of reaching 12 or 13 years of age. What is that factor? That factor is the development of signs of adulthood, signs of puberty, specifically the growth of 2 pubic hairs. Prior to a child growing those 2 pubic hairs, even if they have reached the age of Bas Mitzvah, they are only rabbinically obligated in the commands and not biblically. Hence, this creates the question, what is the status of a child above Bas Mitzvah regarding him being mitzi others? For him to say Kiddush, he's obligated regardless, rabbinically or biblically, but someone who for sure has reached these signs of adulthood and is biblically obligated in the Torah and mitzvahs, can he be recite a mitzvah with a child of this age who is in the halachic unclarity regarding his status, being that you don't know if he has reached the signs of puberty? And the answer, the general rule is as follows. When it comes to a biblical command, you can only be recite from another person if you know for certain that he's chayiv, that this child above Bas Mitzvah has also reached the age of adulthood, the signs of adulthood, the signs of puberty. If you don't, then due to doubt, you cannot be recite with him. However, if the mitzvah is only rabbinical, since in majority of cases children above the age of 12, 13 for a girl, for a boy, 12 years old for a girl, 13 for a boy, have developed these signs, even though you haven't ascertained that, by a rabbinical mitzvah, they allowed adults who are rabbinically obligated for certain to be recite with a child that perhaps has not yet developed the signs, as we can assume that he has, and is thus likewise rabbinically obligated. In other words, by biblical we apply suffix deraisa l'chumra, by rabbinical we apply suffix derabbanan l'kula. All this information is recorded in the Shulchanaruch of the Alter Rebbe, chapter 37, halacha 3, 39.1, 55.6, 128.49, 199.9, 271.7, and many, many other sources in halachic literature, as it has ramifications in a wide range of subjects throughout Orechaim, Yeredeyev, and Ezen Cheshin Mishpat. So let's now return to our specific question regarding Kiddush. So can I be recite Kiddush from this newly Bar Mitzvah or Bas Mitzvah child? The answer would be dependent on, well, what is the status of Kiddush? Is Kiddush deraisa, rabbinical, or biblical? And the answer, the nighttime Kiddush is a biblical obligation on Friday night. And therefore a child who is above Bas Mitzvah, but has not yet reached the signs of adulthood as a parent to others, meaning one doesn't know for sure if he has grown the signs of puberty, you're not allowed to be recite Kiddush with them on Friday night, whether you're a man or a woman, as both males and females, adults, are biblically obligated in the Friday night Kiddush, while this child is a doubt if he's obligated or not. Thus a mother may not be recite Kiddush with her newly Bar Mitzvah son, unless she knows for certain that he has developed those above signs of adulthood. So is the clear ruling of the Alter Rebbe in 271 halacha 7, based on the ruling of the Magen Avram 271.2, the Mishnah Berurah 271.3, based on the rules in the Poskim that we already discussed, and so is the unanimous ruling also for Sfardim and Ashkenazim that an adult cannot be recite the Friday night Kiddush from such a person. Now, till what age does this apply? There's got to be a cutoff age where we say for certain they've grown the signs of puberty, even though obviously I don't know for a fact. You can't assume a child's whole life. It can't be Eitze anybody because we don't know their status. So the answer is that there are signs that can be used in addition to the two pubic hair growth that you can't ascertain, and that is a beard and the age of 18 years old. Once a male child has grown an abundance of facial hair, you know for sure that they have also grown the signs below, and therefore they can be might say everybody. Likewise, once a child, male or female, has reached the age of 18 years, they are assumed to have grown the two pubic hairs, and therefore can be might see everyone, even biblical commands. And according to this, it ends up that the above regulation is from the age bar bas mitzvah until age 18. Now, as we've been emphasizing consistently, this applies to the Friday night Kiddush. However, the Shabbos day Kiddush and the Kiddush of Yantiv, whether by night or by day, being it's only rabbinical, as the Alter Rebbe rules in 271.4 and 289.2 and other poskim, we will revert back to the original rules by a rabbinical mitzvah. We're lenient in the case of doubt of the status of the child, and therefore everyone can be Eitze Kiddush from a bar and bar mitzvah, boy and girl, even if you don't know their status of growth, by the Shabbos day Kiddush and by the Yantiv night and Yantiv day Kiddush. And based on this, we have a further leniency. The poskim rules, the Kiddush of the Magen Avraham, the Rameh Puna brought the halacha in the Shulchanruchharav of the Alter Rebbe, chapter 271, halacha 2, and the Mishnah Brura, that the Friday night Kiddush is only biblical so long as you haven't yet daven Ma'ariv. But once you daven Ma'ariv and recited Mekadesh HaShabbos, you fulfilled the biblical obligation of Kiddush. And therefore, when you then go make Kiddush over wine, it's only rabbinical. According to this, it ends up that when do we rule in the poskim that we brought above, that you can't be Eitze with a child above bar bas mitzvah that's not yet 18 years old, or have grown a beard? Only if you haven't yet daven Ma'ariv. But if you have already daven Ma'ariv and we're Eitze, the biblical mitzvah, then it reverts back to rabbinical, and the rabbinical ruling is that you can be Eitze from such a child. And practically so is the halacha, as writes the El Yerabba, the Digul Meravava, the Rechachaim, the Mishnah Brura, the Kafachaim, and others. And based on all this, we will now summarize the halacha l'maisa. One who has not yet daven Ma'ariv Friday night cannot be Eitze the Friday night Kiddush with a child who is above the age of bar bas mitzvah, unless one knows for certain that the child has developed the signs of adulthood, which is either two pubic hairs, a beard, or is 18 years old. This law applies to both men and women. If, however, one already daven Ma'ariv, then he or she may be Eitze with a child that is above bar bas mitzvah, even if you don't know of the signs of adulthood. Likewise, the Shabbos day Kiddush and Yantiv Kiddush may be heard from such a child. If, however, one knows for certain that the child has not yet developed the signs of adulthood, such as a father regarding his son, then one is not Eitze with them any form of Kiddush, even rabbinical. Based on all this, we can relate to the very common occurrence that happens by Shabbatones in communal Kiddushim. The Bar Mitzvah and Bas Mitzvah boys and girls get up to say Kiddush, and many are Eitze their friends. In such a case, either everyone should make Kiddush for themselves, or they should all be Eitze from an adult. As if one child would be Eitze his friends, perhaps he didn't bring the signs of adulthood, and his friends did, and they can't be Eitze with him. This, however, only applies if they didn't daven Ma'ariv, or some didn't daven Ma'ariv. If, however, everyone in the group already daven Ma'ariv, then everyone can be Eitze with everyone, and it's not a problem at all. And this is the way of getting out of the situation. Even if it's a girl's Shabbaton, everybody should daven Ma'ariv, and then everyone can be Eitze each other with their Kiddush.
Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com. Our free services of making Torah knowledge available to the public depends on donors like you. Please help us continue our work through making even a small contribution at Shulchanaruchharav.com under the Daily Halacha Dedication section or in the subscription page. Also, check out our online courses and many sefarim available for purchase that will both enhance your Torah knowledge and help support our work.